everyone, my name is Cecilia Seli Palimbong, and now I will tell you about Student Team Achievement Division or STAT. So, what is STAT? STAT is one of the simplest approach methods in cooperative learning and is an approach model that is suitable for teachers who are just starting the cooperative approach. In addition, STAT is also an effective cooperative learning method. Slavin in 1994 say the basic idea of the STAT model is how to motivate students in their groups so they can encourage and help each other in mastering the material presented and foster an awareness that learning is important, meaningful, and fun. Also, Slavin explains that cooperative learning with the STAT model, students are placed in study groups consisting of 4 until 5 students who are a mixture of different academic abilities, so that in each group there are high, medium, and low achievers, or variation in gender, racial, and ethnic groups or other social groups. So, let's move to the weakness that occur in the learning model STAT. The first one is STAT cooperative learning is not the most panacea for solving problems that arise in small groups. Second, there is dependence so that students who are slow to think cannot practice independent learning. Third, it takes a long time so that the curriculum achievement targets cannot be met. Fourth, unable to apply subject matter quickly. And fifth, or the last, is assessment of individuals, groups, and giving gifts makes it difficult for teachers to carry out. STAT also has a lot of advantages. First advantages is helping students learn the content of the subject matter being discussed. Second, there are other group members who avoid the possibility of students getting low scores because in the oral test, students are assisted by members of their group. Third, making students able to learn to argue, learn to listen to the opinions of others, and record things that are useful for the common good. Fourth, produce high student learning achievement and increase student self-esteem and improve relationship with peers. Fifth, prizes or awards given will provide encouragement for students to achieve higher results. Sixth, students who are slow to think can be helped to increase their knowledge. 7. The last is the information of small groups makes it easier for teachers to monitor students in learning to work together. And now you can see the method or the strategy. The first is propose and motivation. The second is grouping. The third is presentation by teacher. Fourth, teamwork. And fifth, quiz or evaluation. And the last is recognition. So let's move to the conclusion. So what is the conclusion of Student Team Achievement Division or STAT is based on the results obtained, it can be concluded that taught with cooperative learning model type Student Team Achievement Division gives influence to the ability of understanding material concepts of students. STAT cooperative learning can help students to be more enthusiastic and responsible in learning so as to help students to absorb the subject matter better. This can be seen in the results obtained that the ability to understand the material concepts of students using cooperative learning type STAT better than the understanding of material concept of students who use conventional learning. This, the application of cooperative learning model type STAT have a positive effect on the understanding the subject. And I think that's all from me. And yes, bye. Thank you. So, good afternoon, everybody. Now we will learn about narrative text. So, as you can see on your paper, narrative text is a story or events that related to the experience, include non-fictional or fictional. It can do by spoken words, movie images, or both of them. And come on, let's see the kinds of narrative text. The first is fairy tales. The example is like Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty. And the second is mysteries, like the complicated of love case. The third is science fiction. It's like Fast Seven Furious. The fourth is adventures. It's like capturing my dragon. The fifth is fables, fox and cat. Six is horror stories. The red house. Seven is legend. It's like the legend of Surabaya, Tobalek, and Malingkunda. And the last is folktale. Yeah, the example is Bawang Putih and Bawang Merah, also Timunas too. And then let's move to structure of narrative text. So here there are four of structure of narrative text. The first is orientation, which is introduce the character and describe the settings. And then the second is complication, tells the beginning of the problem which leads to the crisis or climax. The third is resolution. The problem is resolved either in happy ending or in a sad ending. And then the last is reorientation. This is a closing remark to the story and it is optional. So you can use the reorientation or not. It is consists of a moral lesson, advice from the writer. And then language features. The first is, of course, they're using past tense because it happened in the past. And then the second is time conjunction. Word used to connect words together about when something happened. And then third is adverb of time, an adverb that is tell us when action happened, but also how long and how often. And then the last is direct speech, a sentence where the exact words that are spoken are written in speech marks, question marks, or inverted commas. I think that's enough from me about narrative text. And now I will give you time to read this, the paper that I gave you, and I'll give you some questions about it. So I give you time, like about 5 minutes, to read about the narrative text, and after that, I will give you a question. No question, but some questions. Okay, now I will ask you about what is narrative text, the definition of narrative text.
narrative text is any account of a series of related event or experience, whether non-fictional or fictional.